ladies are very, very pushy. Very, very pushy.
I wanted to bring that up.
They are very pushy. Everything is money. It's like, hey, can I speak to you? Money. Hey, can I do money? The other time that I got robbed was probably the most craziest one was by the cops. I got pulled over after 𝐿𝐿𝐼sla in a taxi because I got really drunk and I went to the ATM, pulled out 2 million pesos. You know that's a no-no.
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, ayy.
So what would you say are some pros about the Dominican Republic that you experience?
Okay, so guys, the pros of Dominican Republic, obviously the women are some of the most, beautiful out there as well too. I would say the pros, I like the food a lot. The beach was absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, clear as crazy. Like this, it's clear, it's clean. I felt a lot more safer there than in Colombia.
Oh, I can't wait to get to Colombia.
I felt a lot more safer there.
Wait.
I can wear normal clothes because Colombia, when we get to the Colombia section, I'm gonna really go in on that part.
Oh man,
I can wear more normal clothes, and I guess it's like I fit in more because you don't want to really stand out too much in some of these other countries, but like you could fit in more, and you can wear normal stuff when you go to the club. So I would say the pros are it's a much safer, and I like how quick you can get there from the States. So if anybody's looking for a quick vacation, DR is a very good spot to go to, get your feet wet while you're traveling. So I like how accessible and how easy it is to get there. Immigration is really smooth and easy. And I don't know because I haven't been there that long, but yeah, a lot of people do speak some English there. So you're able to get some help. And when we get to the Colombia section, I'm gonna break everything down because it's hard on some parts. But I've only spent about max 6 months in DR, so it was cool though. But I really like the beaches. I like the beach clubhouses and all that type of stuff, and just the help. It was very easy. I had security in DR as well too, because I usually a lot of times when I go to Spanish speaking countries, I usually have security. It was really good. It's really good.
So how about the cons?
The cons, I would say for DR is we about to go in there. The ladies are very, very pushy. Very pushy.
I wanted to bring that up.
They are very pushy. Everything is money. It's like, hey, can I speak to you? Money. Hey, can I do money? Hey, I'm drinking my own drink. Money. Like it's just money. They are very pushy. It's just money. And then even the guys too. Money. So sometimes it can get annoying because sometimes you really don't even want to deal with nobody, but you got people in your face 24/7 and they want money. And then you'll think that you're on just a normal date and everything. And no, she want money. So I would say like the cons would be that. I say another con is, yeah, they speak really, really fast. And then when you tell them, despacito, and then it goes even faster. Like, I don't understand. It goes even faster. So I would say that part, I don't understand how you can like learn to speak Spanish that fast, but I understand maybe I speak English fast, so maybe that's what it is. But I do love the culture. The culture out there is really dope. The culture out there is really dope. I would say another part is for the fellas out there, or actually even the women. Gringo tax is real. Gringo tax is real. When they find out that you're a gringo, when they find out that you're not from there, they will try to tax you heavy, and they will be on top of it. Just make sure you pay your stuff. If you don't agree with the certain amount and everything, make sure you let them know. And so I would say gringo tax can be a lot. It can be annoying, but you can't show emotions on that part. And we're going to go more in details later on. But I would say those are pretty much the cons right there. It's very pushy on money. Very pushy, man. I'm just like, chill out, bro. I said no.
I love everything you said there. And it perfectly segues me to the next topic I want to talk about. The next country I want to talk about.
I just want to be authentic. I just want people to know the real.
No, I think I agree with, as a Dominican myself, I agree with everything you said, man. 100%.
Appreciate you, brother.
You know what I mean, brother? But speaking of a country that's very pushy with money, and well, in my opinion, I thought it was pushy with money. Like everywhere I went, they're asking me for money. You know, the street vendors are crazy. Right, I think you know where I'm going with this. but the fabulous country of Colombia.
Colombia, me.
I honestly thought the Colombia era of your TikTok was peak. You know what I mean? That was a great time for your TikTok, man, and Thailand as well.
It blew up overnight. That just blew up overnight.
That's how I found out about you, was the Colombia videos. So talk to me about Colombia. So tell me what happened between DR and Colombia. What led you to go? Because I think you said you were in Colombia before.
Yeah, I've been in Colombia before since 2016. A lot has changed. I used to go to Colombia for like, a couple months at a time and come back and all that good stuff. So I knew Cartagena, I knew Medellin, I knew Bucaramanga. I knew a lot of these places that I went to. So I ended up going back out to Colombia after DR, because obviously it's a quick flight over there. So I took one of the little jets over there to Colombia, to Barranquilla. And then from Barranquilla, I went over to Cartagena for a while. And I was like, you know what? I can move back. I can move to Colombia. But before we go into Colombia, I'm gonna tell you how I got there. Is I did a world travel. I don't know what I want to call it, before I came back to Colombia, because I want to make sure this is the place I want to live. So I packed up and I went to Budapest. From Budapest, I went to Qatar. Not Qatar. To Prague. From Prague to Qatar. Qatar to Bali. Bali to Japan. All places that I thought about living in the past. And I wanted to make sure Colombia was going to be the place I lived. So I went in less than a month. 4 weeks, I flew to all these places. Wow. And I was like, let's see. Bali was dope, but Bali got the ugliest women I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's like, imagine like all the Asian sisters, like the ugly sisters that didn't get enough air when they came out. They all came together and said, we're going to get our own island and we're going to call it Bali. That's what Bali is. Bali is like that is the paradisio for the ugly women. And so I was just like, I can't live there.
Damn, I didn't know that was the case with Bali.
Bro, it's really bad. I went to a club and I literally got desperate. I was like, can I get a 3? I was like, can I get a 3? I can drink enough. I couldn't even. It was really bad. But it's a beautiful country. And then I flew over to Japan. Japan is everything you even dream of. Japan is my number one country. I love Japan. Japan is some of the most beautiful. The whole land is beautiful. And then I had to pick out of Japan and Colombia. And I was like, well, Colombia, I love Colombia. I know it more, even though I'm from Japan, but I know Colombia more. And I love me some Colombian women. And so I was like, all right, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick this one and see how it goes. I went to Colombia, and let's start on Colombia. So I ended up getting my condo in Colombia on the beach in Playa Salguero. And I picked Santa Marta because it was the safest city out of all of them. All right. I also have a daughter as well, too. So I don't want her walking out and seeing all the stuff that's happening in Cartagena and Medellin and all that type of stuff. But I love Medellin the most in all the cities in Colombia. It's just a beautiful city. And so I was like, all right, so I'm going to pick Santa Marta. It's on the beach. It's in the cut. But you have to know Spanish in Santa Marta. There's no English. You're not going to run into another English speaker until probably about a month. So I like that because it made me learn Spanish faster because it's a necessity. All right. So I ended up learning some Spanish and learning how to maneuver around, had a couple chicks with me, all that type of stuff that was helping me with the language. But how it all happened with TikTok was I was with this one Spanish chick, and she was like, why don't you do TikTok again? I was like, I don't feel like doing no TikTok. Like, this is crazy. So then I started just filming a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I'll try it a little bit. And then that's when the whole, as you know, I live in Colombia thing started. And that joint blew up. I'm talking about 20,000 followers, 30,000 followers. It started going through the roof. I said, dang, now I really got to do this now. And so then I'm giving all these tips. People are telling me that I'm helping them out. But I'm going to tell you the real about Colombia, guys. I've been robbed in Colombia 4 times. And the things I put that out there to the reason why my TikTok blew up was because I wanted to give tips on Colombia. I'm not here to be biased and try to just talk about only the goods of Colombia. I wanted to keep people safe as well too, because I am a solo traveler. And if you have been solo traveling for as long as I have, it's called a law of probabilities, law of numbers. Stuff is going to happen. All right. It only takes 1 or 2 times. I've had friends that had got, pew-pewed in Colombia. And I literally was just talking to them a month before, and now they're gone right here. So I try to keep people safe as possible on how to move through my own mess ups. And so that's why the TikTok blew up. But I would say that probably besides me getting drugged out there, the other time that I got robbed was probably the most craziest one was by the cops. I got pulled over after La Isla in a taxi because I got really drunk and I went to the ATM, pulled out 2 million pesos. You know, that's a no. Don't do that. But I pulled out 2 million pesos and did not focus on who's watching me. They got me into the front of the taxi 2 minutes down the road, taxi pulls over. He goes to the side. Nobody's even talking to him. And I got 6 cops on me. They're going through everything. And then that's when they pull out this big bag of, snow. And I'm just like, first of all, that snow can't even fit in my pockets. So don't even say that's even from me. But I knew what it was. I said, you guys are slick. Yeah. So then they end up taking all my money. And then left the bag, bro. And went on their way. And I said, dang, it's really like that. And so I had to learn. I had to learn on my feet what places to go, what places not to go, what to do, what not to do, what to wear. One of the biggest things if you guys are going to Colombia is try to blend in as much as possible. Obviously, I have locks, so I really can't blend in as much, but don't wear crazy designer jewelry. Do not speak English. You don't want any attention on you, because the more attention on you, the more you can become a target. If you're part of a group, that's cool. But if you are by yourself, they are watching. But I love Colombia still. I mean, I spent a lot of time there, so it's part of my heart. It is. But yeah.
Yeah, Colombia is one of those spots, man, where once you go, it just stays with you. Something about Colombia. It's like a thrill, like an adrenaline rush when you get in there, man.
Yeah. And you just feel like you're out there. It's like you're out there, man. I feel like Bear Grylls, bro. I feel like I'm in the wilderness. Like I'm out there. I'm like, I'm surviving. And that's where I had a show called Surviving with 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐾, and I started it in Colombia. But I still love it. I still love Colombia. I'm gonna go back.
Is this show available on your TikTok, YouTube? Where can people find this?
Yes, you could just search Surviving with 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐾. It's on one of my other YouTubes, but I'm bringing it back now. Now. A new YouTube channel, but you could just search 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐾 World or Surviving with 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐾, and it'll pop up.
I'll make sure to tag all that so that way everyone can find it.
Yeah, you'll see me. I was a lot fatter though, because I lost since I've been traveling. I've lost over 80 pounds, so I was a lot bigger. So
it's Colombia, man. When you went to Colombia, they got you jacked.
100%, bro. You're happy when you're out there. Yeah. You're walking the beach. You're traveling. You're doing a lot of steps a day because you want to see the land. It's beautiful everywhere. You go to the gym more because you got a bigger motivation when you go to the gym. For the fellas, if you don't understand, go to the gym in Colombia at 5 p.m. Thank me later. Thank me later at 5 p.m. and go have fun. It's a different motivation when you're in there.
Okay. All right, man. I'm taking notes right now. I'm taking notes.
Yes.
But a spot I wanted to talk to you about, and of course, you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable talking about it.
We can talk about it. Let's get it.
You made a video about it, and I thought it was and we actually just talked about it recently. What is your honest opinion on Isla? Is it worth the hype or is it overhyped?
I think it's overhyped now. It's overhyped. I went back. I'm not going back anymore. When I used to go in 2016 and 17, it was amazing, man. Prices were freaking perfect. Bottle service was perfect. But I went back recently. Bottle service. What do you mean 3 million pesos? There was no such thing as a 3 million peso bottle back in the day. Like, this is crazy. They did change a lot up there because there used to just be a food truck up there. But now they got a whole, it's a lot different up there. But Isla, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it ain't like that no more. I went up there. I'm like, I'm never going back to this place. It's not what it is. You guys don't know what Isla is. Yeah, Isla is like a strip club, aka that type of place, and it's just really clean, beautiful. The women are beautiful as well too, and then you can just go there, chill. I used to go up there with the fellas, and we just have a great time. And we'll pop some bottles, and we would only spend like max $10 each, or $20 each, and we had a whole table and we just chill. But now you can't get that no more. They done up the prices drastically. Even in Cartagena, they up the prices drastically.
So what would you say is the spot now? Like, since Isla is no longer that spot anymore, what would be the spot now? I don't know if you want to give off that information.
Yeah, I would say stay in the Provenza and Poblado area, because if you're going to spend that money, you might as well stay closer to your spot. A lot of you guys are getting spots in Poblado and Provenza, so I would say stay over there. You don't have to go that far, because you got to understand, if you go out there, you're off the land right now. You're off the grid a little bit. So therefore, the further you are away from your spot, the more dangerous it can be. And they can get you with the police. That's how they got me with the police. And if you guys are dealing with the police and everything, don't freak out. Just make sure you have some money on you, and then you're good to go. But you don't have to give 2 million. They just got me with 2 million because they've seen how much I had. You don't have to give that much. You can get 50,000 pesos and you're fine, which is $12. But yeah, no, like, the further you are in, like, outside, it's scarier. It's scarier. It is what it is. It's scarier. because you have no backup out there. And I highly recommend have a Colombian with you guys. Don't do no speaking, man. I used to have a whole team with me. I don't do no speaking. I don't even take care of the money. I used to have Vanessa. Vanessa used to handle all my money. I don't even do no speaking.
Was that the maid?
Yeah, that was the maid.
Yeah, I remember from your videos.
With me, I had Karina, and I had Diogo, and they would be with me 24/7. And if Karina and them's not there, Diogo, he'll handle the money and he'll do all the speaking, because they try to take advantage. And I'm not trying to say all Colombians are bad. I'm just saying the ones that are doing that, they understand what they're doing. And as Americans, we gotta be on top of it, or you're gonna get taken advantage of. So yeah, watch out. And then also, people, watch out for the ugly ones. The ugly ones are big pickpocketers out there in Cartagena, Medellín. So watch out. They'll get you.